Hi, I'm Matt McMurray from Campus Automotive in Blacksburg, Virginia, and today we have the new Nitto Recon Grappler AT. So the Nitto Recon Grappler AT is the newest tire in Nitto's light truck tire lineup, and it's positioned in between the Terra Grappler G2 and the Ridge Grappler. So when doing this, Nitto's covered all spectrums of light truck tires. They seem to have a tire for everything. I guess that's why they've become so popular here recently. The best applications for the Nitto Recon Grappler AT are body-on-frame SUVs, light trucks, half-ton pickups, and heavy-duty pickup trucks. The Nitto Recon Grappler AT is not three-peak snowflake rated, so it's better suited for trucks that live below the snow belt. So the first thing you notice about the Recon Grappler AT is how similar it looks to the Ridge Grappler. It has a very attractive design. I would say that it's more aggressive than most all-terrain tires. The biggest difference between this tire and the Ridge Grappler is going to be the smooth, quiet nature on the highway. The center rib of the tread blocks are arranged in a way to have a wide and narrow grooves that effectively cancel out noise and keep the tire super stable at higher speeds. The Recon Grappler AT has large outer tread blocks and shoulder blocks with small amount of variable depth siding for good handling and stable performance in wet and dry conditions. These outer tread blocks have reinforced foundations to increase the tread block's rigidity and reduce flex in high-speed handling. The deep sidewall lugs and side biters and the center rib design will work great when aired down, especially in mud and sand. The outer sidewall lug will provide traction and reduce the chance of sidewall pinch and puncture. Note that there are two different sidewall designs, so you have to choose which one you think looks better and make sure you have the installer mount them in the correct position. All right, Nitto Recon Grappler AT sidewall. Remember that we have two different sidewalls, one on each side, different patterns. These lugs are in different patterns, so you can really choose the look that you want depending on how aggressive you want it to look. The bad part about that is the person that's doing the install on the tires needs to make sure that the correct position on these tires are mounted so that all four tires look exactly the same on the truck. We do see that this is made in the USA. No three-peak snowflake rated at all. There's not enough sipes. It's just not going to work that great in the wintertime. We do have a rim protector all the way around. The sidewall looks super nice, super clean on this side. Now this particular tire, 33/1250 by 20, 12 ply. So not all tires in this size are 12 ply. So that's one of the advantages that Nitto has with the Ridge Grappler and the Recon Grappler is it's available in 12 ply. So as you can see, this side is more aggressive than the other side. I personally like the other side that's less aggressive, but depending on what kind of truck you have and what kind of rims you have, this may look better mounted out rather than mounted in. So it's totally up to you. Just make sure your installer installs them right all the way around so it looks right. So the best part of this tire is the way it looks. And I think it looks super clean, super neat. It does resemble a Ridge Grappler, but it's made a little bit different, so it's a lot better on the highway. But if you look at this center rib of tread blocks, you notice that the tread blocks are grouped into groups of 3 and 4, and then each group is interlocked in a way so that when the contact patch is on the ground, there's always a straight line of tread blocks on the ground. This is what's going to give you your stability on the highway. This is going to give you your handling. This is going to give you a feeling like super stable at 85, 90 miles an hour, because I know a lot of you guys drive that fast with your trucks. So it's not going to feel like it's squirming at all. It's going to feel super solid. Now these outer tread blocks, you can see that there's voids in between each outer tread block, and each outer tread block is scalloped. And those scallops, in the way they're designed, are going to help you dig in the sand or in the mud. Now on the flip side, each of these tread blocks has a little bridge in between the two in this outer void to help hold those tread blocks steady, particularly when you're turning. Also, they have a foundation under them. You can see these little triangles under the outer tread blocks, and what that foundation does is that holds them still and provides kind of like a footer for that outer tread block so it doesn't squirm around. But it's designed in a way that when you air this tire down, everything kind of locks together and you can kind of dig out of sand. I think this tire would be great in sand, especially for you Outer Banks folks that drive on those four-wheel drive beaches. But it's really trying to bridge the gap between the Terra Grappler G2 and the Ridge Grappler. And now Nitto's got a tire for every kind of use and every kind of truck in just about they've kind of split the hairs down to a point where, you know, you can pretty much have a specialized tire for what you use it for. This tire is probably not going to be that great in the snow. You just don't have enough siping. The siping that is there, one sipe per block, it's not full tread depth. You're not going to have the winter and snow traction out of this tire that you'll have out of some of its competitors or even its brother, the Toyo Open Country AT3. So if you take everything into consideration, especially when aired down, you got these shoulder lugs on both sides. Even though they look different, they still perform the same. They're still going to give you extra biting edges in that deep snow and in that deep mud and in the sand when aired down. It's also going to protect you against pinches and punctures to this sidewall. So basically that's the claim to fame to this tire is it's an AT tire. It's great looking, it's aggressive, it's on the more aggressive side, and it's going to give you tons of stability on the highway because at the end of the day, most of us are on the road anyways. We're only off-road, you know, maybe 20% of the time at most. So this is going to kind of serve the best of both worlds and bridge that gap between that Terra Grappler G2 and that Ridge Grappler. So you can see that I have this tire stacked on some Toyo Open Country AT3s. These tires are 3-peak snowflake rated. Recon Grappler is not. One of the reasons is you can see there's more sipes in each tread block. Also, you can look at the design of the tread blocks compared. You can see where this is designed to be more highway oriented than this tire, but this tire is designed to perform better in winter and snow conditions. Nitto gave the Recon Grappler AT a 55,000 mile warranty on all sizes and all load ranges, which is super surprising, but it shows they're confident in the tire's performance over the long term. The Nitto Recon Grappler AT is going to be available in many sizes from 17 inches to 24 inches. Some sizes are even 12 ply. Right now, sizes are very limited while they ramp up distribution. The size of this tire is 33 1250 by 20 and they retail for $412 each. You can pick these up at tirebuyer.com, TireRack.com, or my Amazon affiliate link below in the description. On the scale of try it, watch it, or trash it, I give it a strong try it if you're in the market for a great, aggressive, all-terrain tire. The bottom line is I think this is a pretty awesome tire.